Here with Coach Sean, Lady Demons, 3-1 win again for the second Thursday in a row, and the third Thursday in a row overall. So, can we just play all the rest of our matches on Thursday?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Talk to me about tonight, Coach. Starting with Bree and Simone, they really put on a show. It seemed a little bit quiet or slow in that first set, but when you look at the end results, 35 kills between the two of them.
Yeah. Great matches by both of them. Like you said, it was a slow start. It was a slow start for everybody in the first set. Even though we hung around there and had a chance to take it in the first set, you know, it was just a slow start. But man, yeah, it showed up. Got to compete, you know, towards the end of the second, you know, where it was really close, and did what we did in New Orleans the last Thursday, and just, you know, kind of buckle down and just take care of business there at the end and get that win, and that kind of set us up to be able to take the match. Yeah, I mean, those two were fantastic offensively and just were very patient and waited for those opportunities to come, and they came, and it was good.
Take me into that second set. We get set point at 25-20 or 24-21 or something like that. They score the next three and push it to extras. I think we took a timeout there at that point. What did you tell them in the huddle to kind of settle in?
I mean, just we really just focused on what we were doing coming out of the timeout. At that point, it wasn't necessarily a change thing. It was just, you know, this is what we're going to do. This is what we can expect if we don't get a kill on that first ball, on what they've been doing in transition. So just be prepared for that. It was just a chance to kind of, you know, take a breath and make sure everyone was on the same page coming out of the timeout and put it away. And had to make some good plays to do it. And but yeah, luckily and not by luck, it was just execution there towards the end to be able to take it. And like I said, that set us up to be able to feel really good going into the third, take that one, and then roll in the fourth.
One of the things I noticed in those first two sets, we had 0 blocks. And we talked about this before, that doesn't necessarily determine win or loss in a match, but for us to have the first two sets split and have 0 blocks, I mean, that may be a little bit concerning for you.
It was, and it definitely was, because the last time we played them, we blocked extremely well. And it wasn't necessarily that we were not blocking well. Well, I'll take that back. We were not blocking well at the beginning of the match, but it started to settle down and started to get much better. But they just did a much better job covering. And, you know, so we were getting, you know, touches on the ball and good blocks, but they were there. And I mean, so credit to New Orleans. I mean, they were not going to allow it to be easy if they were blocked for that ball to drop, and that just made it difficult for us.
Yep. For only match this week. We're off on Saturday, so we have another full week to kind of work and build off of this. I know there were some things that certainly want to keep growing for this week. So where do we go as we move into a big one next Thursday against at HBU?
Well, they get a little time off here going into the homecoming weekend, which is something they're pretty excited about. But, you know, I mean, to your point about can we play them all on Thursdays, and I've been talking about this, you know, on our shows. And just when we have time to just kind of to prepare and to take it slow and be methodical about how we're prepping for a team, we're doing really good things. And it's just that turnaround real quick to be able to change it, especially when that second team is similar in ways, but is just attacking us a little bit differently. And I'll kind of go off on a tangent here and just say that early in the match, New Orleans was attacking us a little bit similar to how Nichols was, and that caused us some trouble down there. So they did a good job of watching that film and just saying, okay, what they do is similar to us, but they did it a little bit differently, and they showed us that early. So it was great for us to be able to turn around and not to allow that to continue throughout the match. But you say, I mean, like you said, I mean, just that extra time to go into HBU, who we've talked about is going to be as motivated as anybody, you know, to get a little retribution out of that 3-set win that we had here. And so we're going to be facing a very tough and motivated team, but we have that time to really focus to see what we want to do and to get reps and just practice it.
And finally, just talk about the energy tonight. Maybe not from well, certainly from the girls too, but it seemed like they really, after that second set, fed off the crowd. We had the softball team, basketball team, a lot of other athletes here tonight, and it felt like a real volleyball match.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic. You know, great turnout by the other sports, and really appreciate that. If I can spit it out, I'm so excited I can't say it. But they were fantastic. They were great over here. They were loud, and they just made it a great environment, like you said. And as we started to get on a little bit of a roll and get some energy on our side of the net, and it just compounded with what they were doing, and then they were fantastic tonight.
All right, Coach, congrats on the win. We'll talk to you again next week.
Thanks.